Preface and Chapter 1 of Further Foolishness. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Further Foolishness by Stephen Leacock. Preface. Many years ago, when I was a boy at school, we had over our class an ancient and spectacled schoolmaster who was as kind at heart as he was ferocious in appearance, and whose memory has suggested to me the title of this book. It was his practice, on any outburst of gaiety in the classroom, to chase us to our seats with a bamboo cane and to shout at us in defiance, "Now then, any further foolishness?" I find by experience that there are quite a number of indulgent readers who are good enough to adopt the same expectant attitude towards me now. Stephen Leacock, McGill University, Montreal, November 1, 1916. Chapter 1. Stories Shorter Still. Among the latest follies in fiction is the perpetual demand for stories shorter and shorter still. The only thing to do is to meet this demand at the source and check it. Any of the stories below, if left to soak overnight in a barrel of rainwater, will swell to the dimensions of a $1.50 novel. 1. An irreducible detective story. Hanged by a hair, or a murder mystery minimized. The mystery had now reached its climax. First, the man had been undoubtedly murdered. Secondly, it was absolutely certain that no conceivable person had done it. It was therefore time to call in the great detective. He gave one searching glance at the corpse. In a moment he whipped out a microscope. "Ha ha!" he said, as he picked a hair off the lapel of the dead man's coat. "The mystery is now solved." He held up the hair. "Listen," he said. "We have only to find the man who lost this hair, and the criminal is in our hands." The inexorable chain of logic was complete. The detective set himself to the search. For 4 days and nights he moved unobserved through the streets of New York, scanning closely every face he passed, looking for a man who had lost a hair. On the 5th day he discovered a man, disguised as a tourist, his head enveloped in a steamer cap that reached below his ears. The man was about to go on board the Gloritania. The detective followed him on board. "Arrest him," he said, and then drawing himself to his full height, he brandished aloft the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?